Hi, is this projecting enough? Sounds like it. Hi, my name is Brian Pastar, and I want to talk to you about green jobs and economic development. From 2004 to 2006, I was the chair for Senate District 58. A pleasure. I'm glad you granted me. And Linda, I would have been lost without you. I turned to you all the time to be able to, I was new to the job, and I thank you for that, which is why I wrote Linda a personal letter telling her why this choice was so hard for me that I was supporting Ray Dehn. And one of the things I learned as chairing the many meetings that I held was that first off, Ray would be at those meetings. And secondly, Ray was someone who had a vision of what he wanted our area to look like. Although I'm now a Minneapolis teacher and proud to be, at one time I was a community organizer, and I still keep my eyes open for quotes from other community organizers. The one that comes to mind now is a quote from a community organizer in Oakland who was telling the gang members there to put down your handgun, pick up a caulk gun. And that man knew that a handgun was a dead end, but training young people to use a caulk gun to weatherize a home could lead not only to energy savings, but also to the young business leaders of tomorrow, those entrepreneurs. That quote just as well could have been from Ray Dehn. Ray recognizes that we need to do more than just talk about creating jobs. We have to have bold new ideas, to having the green jobs market, which is the future, to having that green jobs market located in North Minneapolis. He knows investing in these jobs is also a way to keep kids out of the prison system and makes our community safer. But most importantly, he will expend any political capital he needs to expend in order to make this happen. Nobody will outwork Ray Dehn. I ask you to listen deeply to what Ray has to say and consider nominating him to be our next senator. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Judy Baker and I'm from 5-3 and I'm a longtime resident of this community. My son was a graduate from North High and I'm also here to second the nomination for Raymond Dehn. Raymond Dehn is a believer. He believes in the North Side. He believes that we can be stronger. We can work together to make this a stronger community. He's a listener and he will listen to our voices. He will meet you at monthly monthly community forums. He will meet you face to face and he will talk to you on the phone, whatever it takes. Also, he is a fighter and he will fight for what we need on this North Side. Think Raymond Dehn, next state senator.
Well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate those kind words. Our district is one of the most diverse districts in the state of Minnesota, both culturally and economically. We have new neighborhoods emerging downtown that are really quite thriving. We have other neighborhoods further north that struggle to rebuild the actual fabric of their community. My name is Raymond Dehn, and I am seeking your support to be the next state senator for District 58. Some of you may not know a lot about me, so I'm going to take a couple minutes here in my time to tell you who I am and what motivates me. A decade ago, my partner Joan and I moved to the North Side. We moved here because we wanted to live in a diverse community, one that understands the richness of cultures and is more reflective of the 21st century and not the 20th century. And I've been practicing architecture for the past 13 years and actively engaging in trying to make my community a better place for the past 7. But what motivates me to seek this office? I've been fortunate in my life, and because of this, it is important for me to continue to serve my community. Excuse me, drink water. I have first-hand experience with the criminal justice system, but I'm not an attorney. Shortly after I turned 18, I was arrested and convicted of a felony. At that time, I was actively using and abusing and addicted to drugs and alcohol. After I was released from incarceration, I entered a drug treatment center and followed that with 7 months stay in a halfway house. I made the most of my second chance and have become a positive contributing member of our society. In the early 1980s, I received a full pardon from the state of Minnesota. I am fortunate that my bad choices and decisions early on in my life in the 1970s, that I had a chance to take personal responsibility for my misdeeds. and redeem myself and become a positive contributor to our community. There were structures in place that allowed me to succeed. Those structures are no longer there. And I also believe that one of the reasons I received these opportunities at the time had as much to do with the color of my skin as with the character of my deeds. But why is that important and why is that critical? Well, one of the things that I think is really, really critical is we need to begin to invest in kids' lives early. If we wait too long, the cost is something that we will not be able to sustain as a society. Just like when more people buy cars, you can't build more roads to allow you to get somewhere faster. You can't build more prisons to incarcerate those individuals that continue to make bad choices. You do need to decide to invest in children and invest in their lives early, and we need to redirect those resources so that we're not having the same discussion 15 years from now. We also need to start taking a look at federal dollars relative to green jobs. They're out there. We need to look at ways to begin public and private partnerships so that we can get people back to work. Our state is in a terrible mess. We can't cut our way out of it, and we can't tax our way out of it by raising taxes. The only way we're going to do it is to actually grow jobs and grow the economy. That's the only way that it's going to work. I've also been involved a lot with transportation issues, and right now, with the LRT coming through, possibly, hopefully, cross our fingers, coming through the north side of Minneapolis, it's going to have a huge impact on us. And we all need to be at that table and having that discussion, because otherwise it's going to be imposed upon us instead of us being actively involved in engaging it. You know, you have the opportunity today to actually make what I would say is a simple choice. There's two candidates. It's not an easy choice. The issues are very different for both of us. Linda has been in there 14 years. She's had many opportunities to do things that could have changed our community. It's great that she's on board about hiring minority contractors and giving minority jobs. She's been in office 14 years. I don't know why that has just happened today. If you choose to give me that experience to serve this community, I believe that I will be engaged and really actively seeking your input, because if I go to St. Paul and you all do not come with me, I will be unable to be an effective senator for this community. So I understand there's existing disparities. We need to come together to correct those disparities. And if we don't, things will not change in our community. I know that if we work together, we can impact positive change in our community. And today, I ask for your support, and I ask for you to vote for me for endorsement of State Senate and Senate District 58. Thank you.